It's your boy Ree, aka the Black Adam Scheffner, and you seeing my face right now can only mean one thing and one thing only. It's Victory Monday, baby! Let's go! Shout out to the winners and to the losers. Remember, there's always next week. With that being said, let's get into week 7, Reaction Monday. Let's go. Kicking off week 7, we had our Thursday night game. We had the Jacksonville Jaguars at the New Orleans Saints, a game that the Jags were able to win 31-24. The Jags stay hot. The Saints are a joke, though. The coaching is terrible. Dennis Allen got to go. They might as well trade Kamara. They might as well trade Mike. Get rid of everybody. Carr's not the answer at quarterback. And I don't want to overshadow this segment, take away from the Jags, but I mean, there's not much you can say. They look great again. They shine as they have been. I believe they moved to 5-2. But like I said, the Saints are a joke. I knew they were a joke when they picked up Carr during the offseason. I knew they weren't serious then, but it's time to pull the plug on New Orleans, y'all. It's time to pull the plug. Kicking off our Sunday games, we had the Cleveland Browns at the Indianapolis Colts, absolute barn burner. A game that the Browns were able to win 39-38 on the road. This Browns defense is for real, y'all. Now I seen people saying best defense ever. Or I don't know if I'll go that far. I think that's a bit of a reach. But this defense is really good. My question is, how far can this defense take them? Because as of right now, yeah, he got injured yesterday, but Deshaun Watson has been looking washed up. I gave him leeway last year coming back off the suspension, but he just doesn't look like what he used to be. I don't know if the time off or what, too many massages. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he doesn't look like himself. The defense is going to have to hold him down. They've been finding ways to win. Chubb went down. They still been finding ways to win. Watson hasn't been playing great. He's been hurt. They've been finding ways to win. But how far can this defensive unit take them? Myles Garrett got my vote at the moment for Defensive Player of the Year. Dude's absolute freak of nature. As for Indy, like I said last week, I still think they are a season off and a few pieces away. Anthony Richardson's out for the year. They did get Jonathan Taylor back, which is a plus. Look for Indy to be a spoiler. Look for Indy to spoil some teams' playoff hopes. We had the Buffalo Bills at the New England Patriots, division rival, a game that the Patriots were able to win 29-25. Josh Allen struggled. I'm not going to say this is a regularly occurring thing, but I see a lot of people coming at Josh Allen saying he's not top 3. Look, I get it. Josh Allen can be very up here, and then he could be very down here. There's never really a middle ground with him. But I wouldn't go as far as saying he's overrated. I just think the type of player he is, he takes risks, he's a gunslinger. You kind of got to live with those mistakes. But are the Bills a real contender? I've seen some people saying they're not a top. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Personally, I'm not going to look past them just because they do have an explosive offense. But yeah, Mac Jones, y'all. Michael McCorkle Jones. I've been hard on him all year. I still don't think he's a great quarterback. I don't think he's good at all, to be honest. But he showed up yesterday. And that's the thing with Mac. You know, he'll look terrible for 10 games. Then he'll play good that one game, and then you got the people thinking like, oh, maybe he's all right. Nah, he's not. But I have to give credit where credit's due. Shout out to the New England Patriots and my boy Tyler. Michael McCorkle Jones has got the job done yesterday. We had the Las Vegas Raiders at the Chicago Bears, a game that the Bears was able to win 30-12. Backup quarterback, no problem. I'm not sure how to pronounce that young man's name, so I'm not even going to butcher it. Y'all can look it up. Look up the Bears' backup quarterback. Could Fields be gone, though? Because that team looked like a different team than they had with Fields playing. I don't know. Or the Raiders. The Raiders are bad, don't get me wrong. I don't want to take anything away from Chicago, but the Raiders are bad, man. The Raiders are bad. They need to get rid of Josh Jacobs while they can. They need to get rid of Devontae Adams. They need to get rid of Hunter. Get rid of these pieces and try to rebuild because it's not looking pretty. It is. Hey, Mark, sell the team. Just sell the team at this point. Get rid of the whole team. Had the Washington Redskins or the Commanders, if you still call them, at the New York Giants. Again, at the G-Men, were able to win 14-7. Yeah, G-Man with the win. Tyrod Taylor, y'all. Tyrod Taylor, y'all. I don't know. Mr. Jones might not have a spot. Danny Dimes, I don't know, man. That offense, I'm not going to say they look crazy. I mean, they only put up 14 points, but just seeing the way that the team played for Tyrod, I don't really see that effort when Daniel Jones is. Maybe they just don't want the guy at the court. I don't know. As for Washington, I'm losing hope for y'all. Because 1 week, you'll be competing with teams like the Eagles, and then you'll get beat by a cupcake. Then, Washington is too unpredictable for me. I had higher hopes, but my hopes are way down here. Maybe because they got the Chiefs' old offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy. So I do root for them, but I wouldn't expect anything from Washington at this point. Atlanta Falcons at the Tampa Bay Bucks, a game that the Falcons were able to win 16-13. They knocked off the division rival, and I believe they are currently first place in the division. Atlanta was able to win despite terrible quarterback play. Terrible quarterback. When I tell you, I'm gonna drop a list on my top 5 worst quarterbacks. Desmond Ridder is definitely on there. He might be number 1. Tampa let me down. I had high hopes for Tampa coming into this season after seeing how they played the first couple weeks. Played some good teams tough. Baker was looking good. Then as soon as I get on the bandwagon and start supporting them, they lose to the Falcons without Bijan. As far as Bijan, I don't even want to get into that, though. Sitting out, sick. Just screw my fantasy team, huh? At the Detroit Big Bad Lions at the Baltimore Ravens. A game where the Lions were absolutely destroyed 38-6 by the Ravens flock. Detroit looked like the old Lions. They look just like the old Lions. I don't know. I told somebody that Detroit shouldn't be looked past, but they might have needed that slap in the face. That slap might have woke them up. They might have needed that for later on down the season. Sometimes them whoopings is humbling, and they help your season later down the road. The Ravens are really good, though, y'all. The Ravens are really good. Did y'all see Lamar? His name needs to be in that MVP conversation. Did y'all see Lamar? Everybody's so quick to hate on him, but when he's playing well, you notice nobody has anything to say. And y'all used to love Lamar. Then all of a sudden they flipped on him. But did y'all see Lamar? That's all. Nothing more. Did y'all see Lamar? Had one of those snooze fest games, the Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks, a game that the Seahawks were able to win 20-10. Arizona, keep tanking. If anybody from the Cardinals organization sees this, player, coach, anybody, listen to me, REE, a.k.a. the Black Adam Scheffner. Keep on tanking. Just keep on tanking. As far as the Seahawks, they're a mystery. I don't know with them. I'm still kind of like, I have them as a spoiler. Maybe they'll probably make the playoffs. Their division's kind of so they probably can win that division, but I got to see more dominant performances out of them. All their games are close, or they're barely pulling out the win. So we shall see as the season continues, because things are starting to shape up at week 7. Had the Pittsburgh Steelers at the LA Rams, a game that the Steelers were able to win 24-17. Look, the Steelers keep finding ways to win. Say what you want about them. Like I said earlier this year, Mike Tomlin is a well-coached, I know for a fact, he has never had a season that he finished below 500. Steelers defense is good. One thing I don't like about them is that Kenny Pickett guy. I don't think he's great. I hate the fact that he wears 2 gloves. He has no swag. But like I said, the Steelers, that's all that matters. They're finding ways to win. As far as the Rams, I believe they'll still be in the mix. They're in that same division as the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Don't count the Rams out. Despite this loss, they still will be in the mix. Veteran coach, well, not veteran coach, but a coach who knows what he's doing, and has a Super Bowl ring, and a quarterback that's the Rams will be all right. But shout out to them Steelers, man. I know a few Steelers fans. Shout out to them. I used to hate the Steelers because they knocked us out of the playoffs every year, but the beef's over because we retired Big Ben. The Cheeseheads, a.k.a. the Packers, at the Denver Broncos. Another game I know people weren't running and rushing to watch. Again, Denver was finally able to win another game, 19-17. Is it time to pull the plug in Denver? I keep saying entertaining, saying they're going to trade people, then they're not, then they'll be listening to offer. Look, man, get rid of everybody except for Patrick Surtain. Judy, Sutton, get rid of these guys while you can, because the more games you play and the worse you guys look, the value is going to go down. You see Judy, you see Steve Smith ripped him a new one. As far as Green Bay, I think they just be out there. They just show up because they got a game. It's sad because they do have some good young weapons on their offense. Not the quarterback, though. But they do have some good young offensive weapons. But maybe they should pull the plug. I don't know. I know the type of team they are in that state. They're very football oriented. So tanking doesn't seem like a thing. But why put your fans through heartache? Y'all not making no noise. Just pull the plug. Just like both teams, pull the plug. Denver and Green Bay, just pull the plug on the season. Get ready for the draft and free agency. Had the LA Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs. My defending Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Don't forget the defending Super Bowl champions. A game that the Chiefs were easily able to win, 31-17. The Chiefs are back. Patrick Mahomes is back. I believe the Chiefs ranked second in offensive points scored, and third in defensive points given up. They're the only team that hasn't given up over 21 points in any of the games this year. Look, the Chiefs are back. I keep trying to tell y'all, I've been humble, I've been quiet. I'm still going to be humble. I'm going to play it cool. I'm used to my team being successful. I'm not going to jump out the window. But the Chiefs are back. The Chargers and Herbert, they're frauds. They've been frauds. I don't want to hear the excuses. It's the coach's fault. Y'all loved Coach Staley when he was going for it and just putting it all on the line. And now you guys are turning on him. You're turning on that logic that you loved. Everybody loved it. It was so, it's like he's playing Madden. Now that you're seeing it's not working, you're ready to flip on him. And the reason why I call Herbert a fraud is because if you look at the Chargers roster, they've had a top roster for however many seasons under the Herbert era. And he has one playoff win. One playoff win. Come on now. I don't have nothing else to say because I could sit here and bash these bums all day, but I'm not going to do that. I like to keep this journalism professional. Then we had the Miami Dolphins at the Philly Eagles. Again, that the Eagles bought them Kelly Greens out. Don't ask me how I feel about the Kelly Greens, but I did see some of y'all saying that them jerseys look like the Hulu jerseys. Anyway, back to the game. Again, the Eagles were able to win 31-17. I said that the game would be a one-sided whooping. You know what? I still feel like the Eagles haven't played their best ball. They haven't played their best ball. Hurts, I got a question mark next to your name right now because you've been winning games, but I don't know. You're looking a little funny this year, and I'm a huge Hurts fan. I mean, Eagles fans even admitted themselves. It hasn't looked the same. I mean, what's important is they're winning games, and as I said, they still haven't played their best ball, so it could be a scary thing. With that being said, I just got a live update that the Eagles traded for Bayard from the Titans. Could be the piece they need, but that ain't going to help Hurts. Miami, y'all on fraud alert watch. I've been saying it. The two teams that you guys played against that had winning records, that were good teams this year, they spanked you around. You're too dependent on the big play. If the big play isn't hitting like that, Miami, they're too one-dimensional. If you go back and look at the other episodes, I said it. But like I said, the Eagles will be all right. They'll be all right. We'll see how their season plays out without them. But like I said, they still haven't played their best ball. And one thing I wanted to touch on was this tush push, brotherly, whatever it is. Look, I do not think they should ban the quarterback sneak. I've been on record saying that. One thing I do think they should ban is you should not be able to push the players. You shouldn't. You shouldn't be able to do it. I'm sorry. That's a rugby play. Eagles fans, you call me anybody, you call me a hater. I'm just keeping it real. I'm giving you unbiased journalism. I think that it's bad for football. I don't think the Eagles actually need it, but now I've been seeing, now that I've been watching it closer, A.J. Brown and Goddard are actually pushing. I don't think they need it because the O-line is good, but they got to get rid of the push. The push aspect of the play, get rid of it. Don't ban the QB sneak, though. Please don't. Just about wraps up week 7. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting me. I appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate the ones promoting me, sharing me, helping me get subscribers. That's important. Like, comment, subscribe. I do this for y'all. Obviously I love football, but I do this for y'all. And like I said, just shout out to everybody that's been supporting. And we'll be back next week, even better. It's my thing to use. I'm trying to get better with this. I'm trying to get better. Eventually, like I've been saying, I like to have guests on. I do have the setup, and I know how to do it now. Now I need some of you bold ones to come on. Everybody got all these opinions on Facebook during the week and on my statuses. It's time for y'all to come up to REE-Action Monday. See what y'all got to say. But with that being said, I won't keep you any longer. It's your boy Ree, a.k.a. the Black Adam Scheffner. And once again, happy Victory Monday to the winners and to the losers. Remember, there's always next week. With that being said, I'm out.